Hey, hey, hey! Welcome everyone. This is Drippy. So I'm gonna talk about two trades I took today: Airbnb 100%, a 190 call, and then next one I'm gonna talk about is Spy Lotto. So let's talk about Airbnb first. Why Airbnb? Airbnb had good earnings today morning, and it gapped up really hard. It was at $1.195 from $180, and then in the pre-market started to fade out, and went all the way down to 176. And didn't make sense to me because the volume was super high, like the pre-market volume. And also when you look at this candle here initially, you can see here that it's much higher compared to the other day and last couple of days actually. So that was the first reversal sign, right? And of course I didn't jump in right here because it's super risky. Market just opened at 9:30, around 9:20. So what I did was basically, I was just um, I'll explain my thought process when I replay this, but just to give you an idea on a 30 minutes time frame here, uh, sorry, go to the daily time frame here, remove this, for example. And now what's going on here, you can see clearly it's, like it was in this channel here and it broke out of this channel. And since then it's been running, and one day back there was a strong volume and the volume was increasing. And if you draw this like this, it's kind of like falling wedge, or you can draw like a channel here, a channel breakout, right? Now another thing to notice is that then how do you draw the levels? Now you can see clearly that this 186 level is key here, right here, because this was the swing high, right? So this is one level I'm watching around, when the market is open, and I'll tell you this is a key pivot area. And of course we have other on lower time frames. If you go, you can see clearly, you can mark the levels and stuff like that. For example, this level right here was acting as a support, which was basically, 10th February is high. It was previous supply area and now turned to support in the pre-market. So that was an important area. And then again, if you go to the 15-minute chart, the pre-market pivot here, right here at 180 was important level. So I just marked these, when I saw them, and I just like marked all these levels. Let's go to the 5-minute chart, and let's zoom in here. Now, when the market opened here, so one thing I want to quickly tell is that, okay, what was going on in my mind? Let's replay this, you know so let's go back to around this area. I was watching this, and then I was hoping that IV kind of settles down because it was post earnings. I didn't want to catch the trade when IV was crushing, right? So it was just consolidating around this area, right? So let's just go around what was going on in my mind right now. And right here, I'm thinking that, okay, if this EMA comes on top of this EMA, that would be a good sign, right? The fast EMA comes on top of the slow one. So that was I was waiting for. And, and I'm seeing here the volume is significantly higher and the red volume is low, compared to the green one. And now, right at this moment, right at this area, I entered my position like around 185, and I saw this consolidation area. So let's draw all these, right? So right at this area, I entered my position around, um, um, here. So I alerted this to the members on Discord that, hey, I got 190 call at 2.25. It went to $2 when it dipped here. In the hindsight, I could have placed some bid at $2, but I was feeling sick in the morning, so I didn't want to do it. So like I didn't really put a lot of size either. So but I like the setup, so I wanted to trade it. And going into this, I was looking at, so this is the key pivot I told you earlier, right? This 186 level. So once it broke above this, you can see this clear breakout level. So you could have scaled in here, right? Once it was around this area, you could have scaled in. And after that, we had this target from this pre-market high right here around this area, and then finally this target was 190 for me. So all I did was just like watch the price action, and everything was in the favor. It moved really fast actually. The premiums went from 2.25 all the way to like $4.5, and it was like 100% plus. And at this point of time, I'm like, okay, well, we have kind of met the target 190, and it's approaching that pre-market supply area right now. You can see here clearly that it got rejected, hammered down twice. So I was like, okay, now and like it was already extended here from all the way from like 185 to 191. So I was like, okay, I'm all out. I'm gonna take a nap because I was sick. And from 10:10 to 11:12, 1 hour, 1 hour trade, pretty good trade in my opinion. Clean levels, clean breakout out of the consolidation zone, this range, and clean, 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 super nice trade. Really proud of myself today. I didn't enter risky trades in the morning. I thought about getting in here, but it was super risky to be honest, to get in at the open, right at the open. But in the hindsight, I could have placed like the 190 call at that point of time was probably like half a dollar or point 0.4. Could have made like 300% or so, but still happy this was a really safe trade. And now you can see here that that was pretty much the best exit you could have gotten. After that it kind of like just like went sideways for a while, and just chopped around with the market, and we just like went all the way down to this level actually, and tested this area again, came back up. So you could have entered around this area again, you know um, and went all the way. I mean like that's pretty much it. So that was the first trade I took. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just take a step back now. I'm gonna come after the FOMC minutes come. So I was looking at SPY. Now, you look at SPY from a higher time frame perspective, right? This was a pre-market. We had this resistance here, clear resistance, unable to break this area 446.25, around 445, 446 area, right? And then if you go to the 30-minute chart for SPY, you can also see here that this area has been acting as a super intense supply area. We have hammering down rejections here. So this was a clear 449, 448 area was a clear um, supply area, right? On the higher time frame. So keeping those things in mind, pre-market areas these are key areas, right? Right here, 446 area. So let's enable all our levels here. And then again, this was the support zone. This was like the demand zone, loading zone for QQQ and SPY. You could see that we had this every time the price came here, it kind of bounced here. So let's go back to the moment where we had this insane wick at 2 o'clock. So all I'm watching right now is this chop fast. Like, there's this garbage action, there's theta decay going on, there's nothing going on, and this VWAP is acting as a resistance. And then what I do is just wait, and then I see this candle, right? And I'm like, wow, look at this candle from 442 all the way to 444, 2 point. So actually, I was talking to one of the mods on my Discord, and I told him place the bid for 447, 447 call at point 0.1, and actually that bid got filled here, and it went all the way to like point 0.3 instantly, and that was fun to watch. And then now I'm watching this. Now watch it closely. Okay, this is important. Now, of course, I didn't enter here because I was waiting to see like what happens. Does it hold this area support? Now watch this. What's happening? This EMA curled back up. This EMA is acting as support, and this VWAP is also there. So we have 3 points of support, right? We have a squeeze going on here, and of course, like we don't know that whether this is going to hold or not because this was a super volatile market. Of course, we don't know that, but chances are that this is a low risk area where I can enter a lot of position, right? I'm not going full size gung ho here. Um, and this is what I did. I alerted getting some SPY 448 at 213, and look at this time here. Right here was 210. So around the middle of this candle, I got looking at that. This is holding as a support, and after that, let's move forward. Now what's this area? 445 for this, I told you, right, guys, right? This was a key area from couple days, right? And last few days it was a key area. It broke above that, and we had strong volume coming in as well. Compared to the whole day, you can see clearly the volume is strong, and the premiums move so fast. It was insane to watch, and it was fun to watch as well. So now you can see that kind of we kind of I took profit when I saw this kind of wick here, rejection, of course. Took some off the table, and after that, another low risk entry was right here. So I alerted that, like, buy the dip here. It was right on the CMA support, and I kind of knew that deep dip buyers would come here. People who missed this would probably try to buy here, which is another low risk entry. And then next thing you know, my target was 448, and let's get 448. This is what I wrote, right? And look at this. Look at this. Like, I don't think it can get better than that. And it's consolidating, and look, we got one wick at 448 exact. I mean, I was hoping that it would close at 448, but it didn't happen. But it was fun to watch, and like, this is why I alert this level as well. These are key levels, right? My strategy always is to alert the lotto level, which I think the market might reach to. So 448 was super cheap as well, point 0.1, and at this point of time when we took out, it was point 0.5. It actually went all the way to like point. I don't remember. I think it kind of if you have gotten like 447, 445, it would probably be like 500, 600%. But this was super cheap, so that's what I liked about it. And there you have it. These were the two trades we took today, both profitable. And congratulations to those who took. And it was clean technical breakout. Of course, we had news as catalysts to create this big wicks and candles, but it was fun to trade. And let's get some bread tomorrow. Good luck, everyone. Bye.